In this video, I'm going to share 4 simple and easy steps to boost effectiveness of your sales prospecting and how you can put something into your business today that will absolutely change the game for you moving forward. What's up, FlowChat Connector? Sean back at you with another high ticket tune up. Bam! Hope you're doing really well today. Make sure and smash the like button. Share this out to someone that needs to get better in sales. And of course, if you find value through this session, please subscribe to the channel because I do this for you. Love you. Thank you for being here. And let's get into it. We're going to talk about how to boost the effectiveness of your prospecting by using a curation system, right? So there's really 4 easy steps to curate a list without wasting unnecessary time or energy. And so the first thing, I just want to share what we're going to cover today's agenda. We're going to talk about yachts versus pontoons. You probably didn't see that coming, but let's talk about yachts versus pontoon boats, the power of no, the right search criteria, and then of course, executing the plan. So first of all, what is the difference between a yacht and a pontoon boat? Well, as you look at the screen here, you can see 2 pictures. You've got a really crafted, well pontoon boat that's made out of some lumber, some barrels, and some barn and like barn wire or metal, whatever. And it's got a little picnic table on it. And then on the other side, you see this humongous power yacht really fancy. It's got all the features and amenities, and it's really kind of higher class. And so the point I'm trying to make with this picture is you can very quickly determine who is a good fit and who is not for your business services by taking a very visual look, judging the book by its cover. They say don't do that, but in this case, judge the book by its cover by simply looking at these 2. So now if you were selling to a person that might own a pontoon boat or a power yacht, you could very quickly look at, like, say, a social profile and create some sort of a criteria that would tell you, hey, I'm going to sell more to these type of people than those type of people. This type of person is probably not going to be the right fit for my services or products. And so again, just think to yourself for a second, looking at these pictures, can I visually tell by looking at someone's profile if they're a good fit for me or not, right? Secondly, Warren Buffett says this, one of the billionaires of the world, one of the smartest people ever, said the difference between successful people and really successful people is that really successful people say no to almost everything. We must choose with intention what we say yes to and what we say no to. It all comes down to simplifying, prioritizing, and focusing our attention on what matters the most. Very powerful quote. Just remember, it's okay for you to say no based on a social profile appearance or based on something that just rubs you the wrong way. It's better for you to say no and protect your time, your energy, your investment. Because the worst thing that can happen is you pick up a client who's not a good fit for your services, and then it lags and it drags on your entire fulfillment and delivery side of your house, right? When you're doing the delivery work. So what do you search for? I wanted to give 3 rules. These 3 rules should be put into your immediate prospecting process. If you're not using these, use them right now. Rule number 1, you must create some questions and they must be yes or no. So when you're very quickly prospecting for the first time, looking at someone's social profile, we want to create a series of 4 questions or so that must be a yes or no only. And if you do this, you'll be able to fly through that. So that's number 1. Number 2, they must be visible. By looking at this profile, we must be able to determine within 20 seconds or less that, hey, this is a good fit or this is not. And then lastly, it must be aligned with your brand. Okay. So again, yacht versus pontoon, which is more valuable? So here's a quick little exercise that you can do. Grab out a piece of paper and a pencil right now, and let's write down your 4 questions. Our questions for FlowChat, right? We sell a software as a service company. It's amazing. If you need help with this stuff, definitely book a call. There's a link below in the description. However, here's the 4 questions that we typically use. Number 1, we look at someone's social and we say, does this person sell business to business? Again, it's yes or no. It's very visible, and it must be aligned with our brand, right? We don't do any negative like guns or any of that type of crazy stuff, but we do talk about things like, business to business sales. So if we can tell very quickly visually that they are a B2B based business, then yes, it's a great fit. Move to question 2. Number 2, does this person use social for business growth? You can usually tell within a few seconds by looking at a couple of posts whether or not they use their social profile to sell for their business? Yes or no, right? So we want to see at least a little bit of business on there. The golden ratio is like 30% business to 70% personal. That seems to be the golden ratio. Some people abuse that. Some people don't go as hard as that. But again, use your judgment. This is our example. So I want you to write down your 4 questions right now as we're going through this. Number 3, has this person been in business for at least 1 year? You can usually click and look at a website, see when it was started or founded. You could tell, hey, has this business been around for 1 year or more? Sometimes they say it in their post. And again, it's a yes or no. It's very visual and it is aligned with our brand. We're looking for people, particularly for us, that are, been around for at least a year, that have a proven process, proven path, that could utilize a tech like ours and really grow fast. And lastly, does this person live in an English speaking country? We've started our mission on just North America companies, but it's actually leaked into all the other English speaking countries. So you got Australia, New Zealand, UK, South Africa, United States, Canada. These places are great places for us for prospects because the majority of our team speaks English. We do have some Spanish speakers that are fluent. However, we haven't branched into those types of markets. So for us, this is a great qualifier. So take a few minutes, write down these 4 yes or no questions when you look at a profile, and then you'll know exactly how to curate your list at light speed. Well, now you're probably saying, well, great, Sean, where do I put this information? Wonderful question. Let's talk about it, right? You can put it into some sort of a system if you're using spreadsheets. Most people, when we started, we used to use spreadsheets all the time. It wasn't until we developed and built FlowChat that we had an actual place to put it. So for us, we use FlowChat. FlowChat is a multi-social network platform message management system. Again, multi-platform message management system where you can combine all the socials. We actually cover 9 major ones in one place. So you don't have to duct tape all the different softwares together. Very seamless, very simple. Of course, we have AI tech and some other really cool things inside of our tech. I won't even go into that. But again, we use FlowChat. So here's exactly where. So inside of our pipeline is the picture I just showed you. You can write these things called SOPs, standard operating procedures. So inside of FlowChat, we'll go into our first stage in our pipeline flow. We'll click the 3 dots, go down to where it says edit stage. This brings up a little window where we can actually add these 3 or 4 or 5 questions to very quickly qualify. This is great because it sets up a system for our team to be able to follow and do it duplicated exactly every single time. If they don't get a yes to all 4 questions, guess what? They're not in the process. They get booted out, right? So very valuable there. And then next, you can just, every time you hover over the little bubble that says information in our system, it will pop up and you can just know what these exact questions are. So when you're using our click-through system, 1 click to a profile, very quickly validate that they meet the criteria, and then we're just moving a card along and moving forward. And that's it. So let's dive deep. If you have some questions about this, you want to learn more about how to actually set up the curation process, please comment below, hit us up, book a call with our team because we'd be very helpful to help just have the conversation to see actually if FlowChat's a really great fit for you. It may be, it may not be, but the cool thing is we'll definitely drop some value on you during the call. My team of strategists are experts and we are not pushy when it comes to the sales calls at all. We just want to see if it's a fit or it's not. We usually answer 3 questions. Number 1, can it solve a problem? Number 2, how and where do we solve the problem and execute? And then number 3, what does success look like? If we can't get to the answer to that stuff, then it doesn't make sense to keep talking. And we will be the first to tell you that. So with that said, this has been another high ticket tune-up. Hopefully you've taken these 4 steps and you put them into your business right now so that you only have good information in, which equals great results out. With that said, make sure and smash the like button, share this out to someone else that needs to get better at sales. And of course, if you found some value and this is something you're going to put in your business, please subscribe to the channel so I can keep dropping really gold nugget value tips right on you each and every day as we continue to build these things. So with that said, I can't wait to see you next time. Bye for now.